This is WUAB TV, Channel 43, serving Lorain and Cleveland.
Our regularly scheduled program will not be seen at this time, so we may bring you the following special presentation.
Summer in Cleveland, 1968. The city was simmering with tensions that mirrored the turmoil of what was happening around the world. The three main networks carried the video of grim realities of Vietnam, assassinations, and social unrest to America on a nightly basis. And in a bowling alley in Parma, engineers threw the switch on a 50-year love affair between a hometown TV station and the people of Northeast Ohio. The date? September 15th, 1968. The channel? 43 on the dial, with a slight adjustment to your rabbit ears, or UHF antenna. Before cable, before satellites beamed superstations across the country, before the internet, Clevelanders turned to a new alternative. WUAB 43. Welcome to 43 at 50.
Look, in the sky, it's a bird.
It's a plane.
No, it's Superhost.
Give me that shoe. Meek, mild-mannered director trainee Henry Brookerstein becomes Superhost. And with powers far beyond those of ordinary men, Superhost brings you Saturday afternoon. And now, Soup's on.
Well, if it's not our old buddy from WUAB TV in Cleveland, Marty Sullivan.
Hey, Marty, what brings you to Cornfield County?
Somebody told me a station was opening up in a bowling alley out in Parma. So I was a cameraman, an audio man, announcer, what have you, because the station was just getting started.
What was it like to have a station in a bowling alley?
Well, it was the nursery in a bowling alley, so the toilet was a little bitty one for the kids, but it flushed like a giant. It went, like huge noise. And right next to it was the announcer's booth. So they had a big sign on the door, do not flush when announcers talking.
I had the opportunity to start on the studio crew, working on shows like Barnaby, Superhost, Prize Movie, Big Time Wrestling, even some Roller Game of the Week, and even Mr. Jingling for a little bit in the summertime.
Hello, neighbor. Barnaby's the name. I'm pleased that you came along. Pull up a chair and sit down for a few minutes here. This is Long John, world's only invisible parrot over here.
How do you do? My name is Long John.
Here's something technical.
It was shows like that, people like that you got to know, that were really part of the early family of Channel 43. They brought a lot to the station, a lot to the identity, and we were kind of, in a way, not the latecomers, but we sort of joined the party that they had started.
If anybody calls, tell them Barnaby said hello.
If you want to know what it's all about to be a real entertainer, you'd have to know Barnaby and Lynn Sheldon, because he was a great character. And he was friendly and likable, and I thought the world of him.
Tell him I think that you are the nicest person in the whole world. Just to you. Just to you. Bye-bye.
I was just asked a tough question, Cleveland. Who would I want to have a beer with, Barnaby or Superhost? This one's going to keep me up nights, but I got to go with the host.
I put on a few pounds and it's kind of tight. But other than that, it feels like old times.
Well, Soup hasn't changed much. Still the young, thin, handsome guy I've always been.
He was always on the cutting edge. I mean, the news happened, he reacted comedically.
Tune in to Emmy Award-winning Off-Center 8 News tonight at 11.
This is Marty and the Morning Exchange again.
This is that regular segment of our show where
where you viewers can phone in and ask Dr. Oz any question that you have in mind.
Thinking, I'm in a Russian cemetery in Moscow and somebody's yelling, "Hey, what's the prize movie today?"
More 43 at 50 after the break.
If you're out to walk your dog or grab a quick bite, the weather impacts you. Cleveland 19 News has your first alert on air and on our weather app with custom storm track and forecast. Your first alert is on Cleveland 19 News.
The Cleveland 19 News Roof Cam is sponsored by Fiesel Roofing. Visit FieselInc.com.
Today we're here to talk about trucks.
I love trucks.
Whoa, what the heck is that? What truck brand comes from the family of the most dependable, longest-lasting, full-size pickups on the road?
I think it's the Chevy.
Ford. Is it Ford? It's not Ford.
I think it's Ram.
It's not Ram either.
That's
Chevy.
Gorgeous.
Qualified lessees can get this 2018 Silverado All-Star for around $269 a month. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Northeast Ohio.
Jack says, make every minute count. It's 500 on the 15s at Jack Cleveland Casino and Jack Thistledown Casino. Fridays and Saturdays in September, we're giving away $500 every 15 minutes. Earn entries now through September 29th, playing your favorite machine or table game. Drawings every 15 minutes, Friday and Saturday nights from 5 to 9 p.m. 500 on the 15s, only at Jack.
Casting call for Survivor, Wednesday, September 26th between 5 and 8 p.m. Go to Panini's Bar and Grill in Westlake and try out. Then stay and watch the premiere of Survivor.
Whew, how about that prize movie? Mr. John Lanigan was hosting that bad boy. That was what you would watch when you didn't have cable and you stayed homesick from school.
So I'm just riding my bike after doing the show that morning, and Jack Moffat rides up and says, "Need somebody on TV." And I did it for 30 years. One of the greats is Steve Allen. He came into the TV station, and he did the prize movie with me on the breaks. He said, "Come with me," and he walked out the front door, out to where the street was between us and the Parmesan Mall, and he'd stand on the curb, and cars would come by, and he'd wave to them. Don Rickles was one of the great comics of all time. And he did the movie. He came in and did the movie. And that night he was at the front row theater and he said, "You got to come to the show tonight." He looked down and he went, "Oh my God, it's that guy from that stupid television show. The what is it, a prize movie? I watched that. I'd rather watch a fly die on a drape than have to do that." And I'm sitting there thinking the biggest thrill you can have in this business is to have Don Rickles destroy you in the audience.
Lanigan, I can't get rid of him. I started working with him at WMJI. And then I came over here to Channel 43 and he was doing the prize movie. And then I ended up living next door to him.
Hey, look what's on this afternoon in Kids Land.
Following in Barnaby's footsteps, Kids Land was different. It was a new and different kind of kids program.
These great Channel 43 Kids Land shirts used to be hard to get, but not anymore.
When I first started at Channel 43, I was really excited because I knew I was going to be working with kids, working with the community, and I had an opportunity to do something really positive.
Just like you to know that everyone's doing their part in recycling, especially when it comes to brownies.
Everything was educational yet fun. I tried to hide the educational part of it because sometimes it was very clear that it was educational, but I always tried to keep it fun and lighthearted.
Okay, now I want to tell you a little bit about Jonas the Work Ant and Melody. These two have a very special message for kids, and it's to say yes to work.
There weren't many options for children back when I was doing Kids Land. And 43 really did fill a niche. It did. Public service, it was positive. That wasn't happening on the other stations. And I'm really pleased that I was part of that.
Kids Land is the place to be. Weekday afternoon on Channel 43.
She was the first woman to ever host a program on Cleveland television. Alice Weston, who began on Valentine's Day 1948, will forever hold a place in the hearts of Clevelanders and in the history books as a woman who helped rewrite the rules of television.
What made 43 cool was that it was local, and it didn't look like, by the way, I don't think that was intentional. I don't think that they were just like, we're going to go for a local, low-rent vibe. I think it happened organically, and we just appreciated it. And that's what was cool, is it felt genuine, because it really did look like they were just throwing together television every day.
It started way back when it was crazy or so fun. A dream that we all shared, but honey, look how far we've come. Could this be 43? It must be. Can this be UAB? It must be. Brought it home, did it right, made it better every night. It must be 43. It must be 43.
And Ramona had big hair. They had to do an extra cutout on the top of that billboard to get her hair in.
More 43 at 50 after the break.
The City Desk Company, where Cleveland shops for office furniture.
This fall, change your colors too at Ohio's largest one-stop shop for flooring, countertops, and cabinets. Save all September at National Design Mart in Medina and National Carpet Mill Outlet in Worcester.
National Design Mart, your design superstore.
When I heard that I had stage 4 cancer, it was like getting hit with a bat. My medications right now keep me alive. If I had no health insurance, the medication would cost me $8,000 a month. When I heard on his first day as Attorney General that Mike DeWine had sued to eliminate pre-existing conditions coverage from health insurance, it made me furious. Mike DeWine is with the insurance companies, always been with the insurance companies. Richard Corday has a track record of standing up for people, and that's what we need.
Ooh, heaven is a place on earth.
I didn't believe it. Again.
Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth?
I want to believe it.
Ooh.
I'm not hearing the confidence. Okay, hold the name of your price tool. Power of options based on your budget. And
Ooh, make heaven a place on earth.
my angels.
Ooh, heaven is a place on earth.
From WUAB Channel 43, where the news comes first, this is the 10 o'clock news with Ramona Robinson, Jack Marshall, meteorologist Sally Bernier.
I hear Ramona's back here. She's working. We're going to surprise her. Ramona, do you remember me?
A lot of outsiders didn't believe in us, but in the newsroom, we felt like we could make this work.
I think it goes back to being here at the right time, at the right place, and people were looking for something a little bit different and something new.
Working with Ramona is
A very rewarding experience, and Jack is
a real professional.
He gave so much of himself to everyone, not just me, but I literally, I am not exaggerating, I never had a bad day working next to Jack Marshall.
Jack Marshall, terrible man. Have you ever met him? What a horrible... No, he's one of the nicest guys I've ever met. He really is. But wouldn't it be funny if I had some, like, real terrible story about Jack Marshall?
We were very complimentary about everything we said about you. They told us we had to be nice. And all the nice things we said about you were on a prompter. I couldn't even ad-lib. I had to say everything.
It was all written.
It was all written by you.
The art department needed a graphics computer. The weather department needed a graphics computer. But because of the budget, we had to share one.
In all 31 years doing Cleveland sports broadcasting, and it all started at the 10 o'clock news in January of '88.
And sports director Gib Shanley.
Gib had a very, very dry sense of humor. He was fun to work with. He would tell it like it is, and you knew what you were going to get with Gib.
He's your sports director. Go out and say hello to him. But before you do, just so you know, he's a bit of a grouch. And the one thing I loved about Gib was he always told me, Ramona, my bark is much louder than my bite, and most people don't know that.
Gib kind of did his thing, and he let us do ours while we all worked as a team. It was constant interaction. And it was Gib and these three guys in their 20s. The best part about it was, and this is the absolute truth, Gib respected us. And we had the utmost of respect for him. And so we busted our butt to make our product look good. In essence, make Gib look good.
In the annals of Channel 43's production history was actually the closing of Old Cleveland Stadium, where the grounds crew came in, dressed in tuxes, took the old home plate, put it in a limo, and took it away. And then we also covered the opening of the brand new stadium at Progressive Field in 1994.
Who's got the excitement? 43's a one. Who should you turn to when you want a front row seat? Who plays the home team? Channel 43.
We all know it's awful tough to get tickets at Jacobs Field. So the easy way to see the Indians is to get all the munchies ready, turn on Channel 43, sit down on the comfortable couch, and let our guys give you the best seat in the house.
Well, I think the festivities are wonderful, Jack and Ramona. There's only been one glitch so far, and I'm involved in it.
SeaWorld was one of my favorite locations in Cleveland. Just loved it. And we did a series of specials with Jack Hanna.
Let me guess, another SeaWorld special for Channel 43, right?
You got it. You remember Jack Marshall, don't you?
I mean, he looks like he's ready, but I don't know what he's ready for.
Well, he gets to do all the dangerous parts of the show, and I'm delegated to the easy interviews.
Well, that's not too fair. Let me see if I can rearrange a few things, but first, just how brave are you?
Brave enough to give Jack Marshall a run for his money.
Haha, this will be fun.
I remember being completely drenched. The camera was drenched. We had to shut down because Shamu just spit a whole mouthful of water all over us.
Also, there was the fanfare for Cleveland, done at the Terminal Tower, in conjunction with the folks from Disney.
So we had a ton of fireworks. We had images, I think, on the Terminal Tower of Disney characters. There was a lot of planning, a lot of promotion that was done, and it was really cool that Ramona and I were on this gigantic set, this Disney set, right on Public Square.
And also, there was a couple of years where we carried fireworks on Channel 43 live from Edgewater.
One surprise, Jeff Tanchak and Tiffany Burns in the middle of all the action right now, keeping an eye on the fun and also their eye to the sky. Right, guys?
Well, we're trying, Jack. You got it. Hey, love the shirt, by the way. I can see it from here. All right, let's get this party started. How's it going, Cleveland?
Those are really unforgettable, really classy specials that we did on Channel 43.
We had this product that was clearly the place to watch sports in Northeast Ohio. So we were, I think, the television sports authority, if for no other reason than the amount of time that the station devoted to it. It enhanced and took that Indians and Cavs tie and just kept it going, because we did more local news coverage, sports-wise, than anybody else in town, because we had the time.
A Channel 43 special sports presentation. Cleveland Indians baseball. Tonight, the Indians face the Toronto Blue Jays.
On May 15th of 1981, unbeknownst to us, it was to be a very special night. It started off with Joe Tate's birthday, and all kinds of crazy things were going on. We had Eastern Onion, a cake in the booth, and I was directing the middle innings of a game that was really going nowhere on a very bleak night at the old stadium. Except that Lenny Barker was on his way to history.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Fly ball, center field. Manning is there. Got it! A perfect game for Lenny Barker.
That brings back a memory or two. The Indians and, of course, the Blue Jays played on my birthday many moons ago, and Len Barker took the hill that night and fired a perfect game. Turned out to be an unexpected birthday present, which I still remember fondly.
Lenny Barker has just pitched a perfect game against the Toronto Blue Jays.
Len Barker struck me out at softball, at a charity softball game. Probably the coolest thing that ever happened to me. I mean, obviously embarrassing because you're not supposed to be a grown man striking out softball, but if you push that part aside, I had that experience. No one can ever take that from me.
More 43 at 50 after the break.
Sponsored by 100.7 WMMS, celebrating 50 years as Cleveland's rock station.
Hey, Dad, what's your Wi-Fi password?
Try 7.
Just 7?
There might be a 4 in there somewhere.
Usually a little longer than that. Okay.
That work.
Available built-in Wi-Fi hotspot. Get a 2018 EcoSport for just $189 a month. Only from Northeast Ohio's best-selling brand.
I knew this would work. I could feel it in my heart chakra. Your aura is so glowy. I honor that. It's our constant contact email list. One for herbalists, one for crystal collectors. I sent one out to our aromatherapy list. The universe willed them to click.
Send targeted emails that drive great results for your business.
The universe is so universal.
Oh my gosh. It really is.
Constant contact email marketing. Powerful stuff.
Hot deals at Mark's. Folgers Coffee, select varieties, 2 for $5. Fuji or Gala apples, only 89 cents a pound. Pinebrook Valley meatloaf mix, just $2.99 a pound. Fall Mums, number 8 pot, just $4.27. Mark's.
Fighting the opioid epidemic with medical marijuana, tonight at 11. This is the new CW43. Dare to defy.
Regardless, it was cool to be a part of Channel 43 in some way because I grew up watching Channel 43 religiously. I was a part of a segment called The Block that they did for a while, where we would sort of advertise things and tell you about what shows were coming on next, which syndicated programs. It was a problem-solving kind of situation. There was an issue, and the issue was that people didn't know what was coming on next.
All right, what's the estimated time of death?
Yeah, Chief. Looks like he's been dead for about 2 hours.
Right. And what time is it now?
It's 5 o'clock, Chief.
5 o'clock? It's time for the comedy block! Oh.
They weren't getting excited about fabulous pieces of syndicated programming that Channel 43 offers to viewers of Greater Cleveland on a daily basis.
Everything else can wait.
Oh, that was good. All right, everybody back to work.
So they brought in a bunch of very just gorgeous, charismatic hosts to tell you what was coming on next, and also push things on you like Subway and the short-lived Pizza Hut Pizzone, which was like a calzone but grosser.
An angry tomato has attacked a Pizza Hut employee. What's all the fuss about? Well, it's the new Sicilian pizza from Pizza Hut. We're going to try and take our cameras in for an exclusive interview.
I Love the Block, starring Mike Polk as Nicky and Jack Horgan as Juicy Doll.
Juicy! I'm home from the club!
I burnt the dinner again!
Oh, it's okay. I stopped at Arby's and picked us up the new homestyle pot roast sandwich.
Oh, you're the best!
One more not memorable thing about Channel 43 is all of their logos. That is something that's it's not unique to this station, but it is amazing how many logos they have gone through. Because what happens is, corporate will send you like, this is the new logo. You'll get a new art guy at the station who's like, I think our logo can be better. Nobody cares about your logo. I was probably working at Channel 43 for, 7 years or something, and we probably had 72 logo changes, and it's totally unnecessary. Like this logo. That's not different enough from this one where you need to change it. Do you think the public's gonna be like, hey, I didn't like that TV station, but all of a sudden it's starting to appeal to me. It's got like this hip new look. They don't care when you change it to that one. They don't care when you change it to that one. The nice thing about having all these logos, here's another one, is that they have to get new jackets for everybody at the station. A lot of people at the station. And you get new swag, essentially. So we would get new swag with all these logos on it. You will see, by the way, like production people in particular will cling to their old logo gear. They love free gear. And you will see like an old man who works at this station or any local station around town walking through with some weird logo that you've never seen before, like an anchor on it. You're like, hey, where did you get that logo? When was that from? He's like, it was from 1951. No, but here's another weird logo. This was a bad logo. Oh man, they really, look at how they did the 4 and the 3 in that one. She's really dancing now, right? Woohoo, go buy our products. This logo here, this is true. This was the logo from like a month ago. And then the station got bought. It was new a month ago. They never even really got to use this logo. So that is a collector's item logo. It's gone because the station got bought, and now we never even get to share that logo with the world.
More 43 at 50 after the break.
Family Feud, weeknights at 6 on the new CW43.
They've supported you throughout your whole life. They were there for you when you took your first steps, when you went to your first dance, when you walked down the aisle, even when you ran the marathon. Now it's time you take care of them. Make an appointment today at the Cleveland Foot and Ankle Clinic. Your feet deserve the best care. The Cleveland Foot and Ankle Clinic has been diagnosing, teaching, and treating the foot and ankle for over 100 years. Make your same-day appointment today. Call the number on your screen or visit clevelandfac.com.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting someone who pays attention to the little things that make a big difference. And to keep your family warm this winter, it takes Bryant.
Contact Henry Heating and Cooling at henryheating.com.
The world never stops. It's constantly changing, evolving, moving forward. And so are we. Introducing Spectrum Mobile. Built on America's largest, most reliable 4G LTE network, combined with our ultra-fast nationwide Wi-Fi network. Choose from our unlimited data plan for $45 a line, or our buy the gig plan for $14 a gig. Call 833-202-7283. Then enjoy a faster, better connection with streaming, surfing, gaming, or whatever you're into. All with unlimited talk and text and no contracts. Call 833-202-7283. The best network, the best devices, the best value. Switch to Spectrum Mobile today with our unlimited data plan for $45 a line and save up to 40% on your mobile bill. Or get our buy the gig plan and pay as you go for $14 a gig, all with unlimited talk and text. Call 833-202-7283 or visit SpectrumMobile.com.
On the go, download the Cleveland 19 News and weather apps. Breaking news, live traffic, and first alert weather forecasts for where you live. Asking questions, getting answers, on air and on the go.
And here we are 50 years later, and WUAB is still playing favorites. From super hosts to superheroes. Meet the new CW43. The CW has a full lineup of shows, popular with a whole new generation of viewers. It's a superhero team, almost unmatched. But the big story, just like how decades earlier WUAB launched the 10 o'clock news, CW43 is also home to a brand new weeknight newscast at 7:30. And of course, they're still on at 10 o'clock too. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Happy 50th birthday, WUAB. And we'll see you in another 50.
Happy birthday to Channel 43. 50 years. Hard to believe.
Happy birthday, Channel 43. 50 never looked so good.
Happy 50th birthday to Channel 43. 50. I got shorts older than that.
Happy 50th birthday, WUAB.
In the spirit of Jack Moffitt, Jack Corrigan, and everybody invested in the Cleveland Indians baseball when it was on WUAB, happy 50th birthday.
Happy birthday, Channel 43.
Happy birthday to WUAB Channel 43.
Hey, Channel 43. Thanks for 50 wonderful years of mostly bad movies and syndicated programming.
Chief Meteorologist Jason Nicholas, weeknights at 10.